Alright everyone, how are you doing? I'm Unruly and welcome back to Unruly Horror. Before we get into today's video, can I just say Monday Blues Kickstarter is now live. I will have the link below. If you can, please donate to it, share it. If you can't, share it anyway. Please, let's get the word out there. This TV show is so important to the autistic community. It's Northeast show, so it will bring more light into this industry, because up north not really many opportunities. So please share it, donate if you can. So with that out of the way, completely I forgot I was going to do a video and then I've just remembered. Alright everyone, how are you doing? I'm Unruly and welcome back to Unruly Horror. This is what I bought this month, July 2022. We are getting close to the 2-year mark, which is scary. And I did kind of buy a few more extra, even though it's going to bug us, because it's not all going to be symmetrical. So I have like 4 piles, and I think I'm going to have when it's finished 2 and 2 and 2 spare. So probably going to have to buy extra next month. It was my birthday, I wanted to treat myself. So yeah, without further ado, I will show you. Got them next to us, but only problem is turning. First one is one I haven't seen. It is Storage 24. It is a military cargo plane crashes in London, scattering its highly classified contents across the city. Unaware the city is in lockdown, Charlie and Shelley, with best friend Mark and Nikki, are at Storage 24 dividing up their possessions after a recent breakup. Suddenly, power to the building dies and they realise, horrified, that something is trapped in the dark maze of endless corridors with them. Something deadly, something alien. In a place designed to keep things in, will they live long enough to find a way out? Obviously it's got Noel Clarke, and he's been in hot water for a while now. I'm not going to get into it. Just a quick Google will bring it up. So yeah, apparently I get a Blu-ray, digital and ultraviolet copy, even though I'm pretty sure ultraviolet has been shut down since 2018. It stars Noel Clarke, obviously, Laura Haddock, who she's familiar, I just can't remember where I've seen her from. It also stars Antonia Campbell-Hughes in Colin O'Donoghue. Pretty sure Colin O'Donoghue's been in some shows I've seen. It sounds good. I mean, it looks good, Sorry about that. Next up, we have Chain Letter. And really, I only bought this for the cover. Really cool poster. Featuring Nikki Reed of the Twilight Saga. I've never seen Twilight. I am not missing out on anything. High school student Jessie Campbell and her friends think little of threatening chain letters they receive until 2 of them refuse to pass it on and suffer some gruesome deaths. Oh, it's based on that urban legend where, what was it, if you don't share it to 7 people, then you'll die or something like that. Or if you only share it to 3 people, something bad will happen to you. I used to see them on Facebook a lot back in 2012. And me being superstitious, I would do it. Oh, I'm an idiot. So Jessie and Detective Jim Crenshaw discover there must be a link between the chain letter and the murders. But what they don't realise in time is they're all being tracked, and there's no escaping the killer's high-tech reach. Okay, this just got very interesting. So it's not based on the urban legend. This isn't paranormal. This is... Brad Dourif's in it. And Betty Russell. Damn. Is forwarding the deadly chain letter to 5 friends in this one the only way to save their own lives? Wow. Wow. That kind of made us think it was going to be paranormal, and then it's totally switched it. So it's like a killer who's tracking them, and if they don't share it, they get killed. That is pretty creative. I have to give them props for that. That is, wow. Could have easily went paranormal. I thought it would have been. Damn. Who wrote this anyway? Directed by Dean Taylor and Tiger Tully. I mean, I hope it's good. Who wrote this? Oh, Deon Taylor directed this. And Deon Taylor and Michael Pagan wrote it. Good on you guys. I can't wait to watch it. Next up is My Bloody Valentine 3D, also known as the horror film with Jensen Ackles in it. I'm a Supernatural fan. You know, obviously, I only heard of this because the Kill Count Dead Meat, he covered it, and this is the problem with buying second hand. It says comes with 3D glasses. Where is the 3D glasses? I'm holding you accountable, Music Magpie. I got it from there. The other like Blu-rays I got that says comes with 3D glasses. At least they came with 3D glasses. So I just have to watch it, you know, in the peasant 2D. Yeah. What does it say? Lionsgate on Blu-ray. Oh yeah, I remember reading this. Just have a look. Win a collection of Lionsgate Blu-rays, and there's the Blu-rays you can win. Looks good, doesn't it? And then you look at when the deadline is. Where was it? The offer ends now. I don't know if you can see this. It's very small print. Focus. No. The offer ends the 31st of October 2009. So I'm pretty sure it'll be over by now. 2009. I don't think I'd even heard of Blu-ray back then. I was just always DVDs, and, well, obviously, only recently started getting into Blu-rays last year when I said, you know what, I need to expand. 4K, Ultra HD, 4K, they are too expensive. £22 for one. Nah, mate, I'll wait till the price goes down just like Blu. I remember when Blu-rays used to be expensive. I remember walking through the supermarket in like 2010, and they'd be like £16, £17. I'd be like, DVDs will make a £5. Right, that goes there. And this is the last Blu-ray of this month. It is Ghost Shark. When it came to buying, this was the last one added to my basket. I didn't know which one to pick. It was between Ghost Shark and Swamp Shark. So I went with the one I had already, you know, heard of, and I had seen clips of, and so I had to go with Ghost Shark. Some of the special effects from what I've seen in the trailer when I watched it aren't that good. Like, a man drinks a glass of water and the shark comes up. My mum is coughing her head off. 1 second. Okay. So yeah, basically a teenager gets murdered. Murdered? Yes, the shark sucked up to him and a teenager gets attacked and killed by a shark. And a boatman, a drunken sea captain, kills it. And apparently it's a ghost shark. It comes back from the dead. Sorry, that's always made us laugh. It comes back from the dead. And it can get you if you go anywhere near water. So I believe there's a scene where a man jumps into a pool, what I've seen on the trailer, and he gets eaten. And a guy drinks water, like I said, the water, and he gets killed that way. The special effects weren't that good, but you know what? It's creative. I've got to give it to you. Somebody said, I like ghosts, I like sharks. Let's mix them together. And I think, if I'm right, it stars someone from Seventh Heaven. And I can't find out who it is. Because, like I say, I'm useless with names. I'm good with faces, useless with names. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I'm hoping Swamp Shark is going to live up to its name. And can't wait. I think I'll watch Ghost Shark after this. Okay, now on to the DVDs. And yeah, this is a blank wall. There's nothing there. If my editing skills are okay, I will have put a Hellraiser poster. Probably my arms disappearing through it right now. Because it's a blank wall, you know, my posters are upstairs, I'm in my kitchen. I want something to spruce it up a bit. Okay, first one is a film I've heard a lot about. I've seen the kill count on Dead Meat. It is Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn, it's kind of a woods film. Something strange is happening deep in the woods. No one's lived to tell about it. Chris Finn is on his way to an interview, but when he's faced with a huge backup, in traffic, right? I swear sometimes I can't read. He makes a U-turn, taking a shortcut to avoid traffic, but he's just made the biggest mistake of his life. This wrong turn may be the last turn he ever takes. To crashing into the car of a group of young friends led by Jesse, Eliza Dushku. I'm terrible with names. Obviously, like I've just said, I'm terrible with names. Is an indescribable nightmare begins. Stranded on an isolated road deep in the woods, there seems to be no hope of rescue. When the friends encounter a group of monstrous mountain men with murder and mayhem on their mind. They're cannibals as well, just add that in. You know, they must escape from a fate worse than death. Pretty sure it is death they're facing. Like, they're not getting tortured or anything, it's death. They get killed and they cut them up and eat them. That's... I'm not going to go any further. As the grisly tension gathers a manic pace and shifts into homicidal gear, only the strongest will survive here. It's gory. Lots of gore. Yeah, it's really... It's the first one. This one. I'm told this one and either the second or the third one are the only good ones in the series, because after that, they just go downhill. I don't know when I'll watch that. Probably, maybe tonight, I don't know. Next up, Slither. Now, I've heard of this one, hadn't seen it, and then my interest got sparked when I watched the kill count, obviously. Where do you think I get where do you think I get my horror movie recommendations from? YouTube. So, one evening, Grant hits the local bar where he bumps into an old friend, Brenda. Abandoning their drinks for a moonlight stroll, the pair discover the remains of what appears to be a meteor and a trail of glistening, noxious ooze leaking to a pulsating, unidentifiable mass. Suddenly, the glob comes to life and overtakes Grant, penetrating his body with a what? Pustule-covered tentacle mass. Say that 10 times faster, I dare you. An alien, they've not done their work well on this blurb, have they? How am I meant to read that line? I can't read it. So yeah, he starts turning into this massive monstrosity. Tentacles everywhere. Probably something that belongs in a Japanese X-rated bookstore. Where the hell did that line come from? I swear, my brain sometimes just... It's always on comedy gear. Like, you know, giving us one-liners every now and then. In that, I think there's a famous shot from it. But even though that only happens near the end, it's a comedy. And I'd never thought it was a horror comedy. I thought it was a straight horror. But from watching the kill count, it's got some good humour. And yeah, it's what's his name? It's got Michael Rooker in it. Him from The Walking Dead. So, you know it's going to be fun. Okay, next up is Initiation. I bought this one from the poster alone. I don't know what it's about, but I think it's got Gen Z's and no, don't say that. Gen Z's answer to Scream. I hate it when they use like Gen Z in a term of that's like online. Like no, just call it a slasher. Don't lob Gen Z in it. I mean, I feel sorry for them, like, you know, but jeez. I would hate to be called Gen Z. I'm so glad I just scraped by, I think, to be called a millennial. 1996, I was born. Same year Scream came out. But no, I'd never refer to me as Gen Z. I would hate it. So let's see. Sex, drugs and cyberbullying collide in this edgy slasher about a cruel social media game that spins out of control. Oh God. Of course it's social media, isn't it? It's Gen Z. Oh, bless their hearts, man. They can't help being born when they did. This sees Witten University unravel as a masked killer targets students across campus. A trio of sorority sisters race to uncover the truth behind the school's hidden secrets. Can I just say something? Filmmakers, if you're going to have female characters in a university in America, they do not need to be sorority members. I can't watch anything that's set in a university where they're members of a fraternity or sorority. Like, it's okay not to be in one, you know? I don't think there's a legal requirement that says you go to university, you need to, you know, join one of them. I would hate it. I would hate to be, like, grouped together with them. Like, no. I'd prefer to be on my own. Rant over. Where was I? And the horrifying meaning of an exclamation point. I didn't notice that. Yeah, it's an exclamation point in the title. Before they become the next victims. A thought-provoking thrill ride starring Yancy Butler, who apparently was in Kick-Ass, and no idea. Lachlan Monroe from the Predator. I recognise her. John Hurtas and Froy. I'm not going to pronounce that. I will offend someone. Oh, spoken like a Gen Z. I take it back. I'll pronounce his name. I'm joking. Gutierrez, I think you pronounce it. Froy Gutierrez. I'm sure you'll say something in the comments. I'm bad at pronouncing words. Not last up, but the last loose DVD. An American Werewolf in London. A classic film. And one that I've heard good things about and bad things. My friend Lola, she says it's boring. So you have to give it your own go, don't you? I hope I like it. I've heard good things about it, like I said. Can I read this? One of the most gripping horror films of all time is now available in the new Show me the plot. It's advertising me the DVD as if I haven't even bought it yet. When two American students tour in the English countryside, I have to look how small that is. I don't even need glasses and I need a flaming be like that. When two American students tour in the English countryside are attacked by a vicious wolf during a full moon, their lives are suddenly transformed forever. Featuring groundbreaking Academy Award winning makeup by Rick Baker. Apologies, I'm struggling. cult favourite is directed by John Landis and perfectly blends the macabre with a touch of humour. Ah, that's straight in my eyes, that. Yeah, so it's what the title says, it's American Werewolf in London. I can't say I'm looking forward to watching it because I haven't heard the best things about it, but that pan lid's going to fall over. So if you hear a crash, you know what's happened. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just can't focus. I just can't focus today. It must be about the fundraiser. It's on my mind. Okay. Next up, I've had these before. Final Fantasy 1, 2 and 3. The Final Destination films are good films. I like them. I like the plots. I like the way they do things. Of course there's weak points, so forth, but the original 3, I like to think of it as a trilogy because it makes sense. The trilogy wraps everything up nicely. The last one, I've got on Blu-ray somewhere, The Final Destination. I like that it's a prequel and it hides the fact that it is, but doesn't really tell you to the end. Like, I really like that. And what I also like is at number 3, where are you? There you are. Number 3, there we go, has the Choose Your Fate. So you can choose if you can try and save them. If you can't, it's a really nice addition. So yeah, again, this is covered on Dead Meat. I should get a job at advertising. I've said it that many times. Final Destination, I mean, look at its effects nowadays. You see a log truck, there's nobody behind it, everybody's in the next lane because they've seen number 2. They know what can happen. Ooh, I've just noticed there's a skull on the, I had this in 2017, sold it in 2018. I did never notice that before. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, I like the Final Destination films. I have heard they're making a new one, and I really hope it's a good one, because remakes are normally so, you know. There's good ones, there's bad ones, there's medium ones. So there we go. The last box set is The Ring, the trilogy. Ring 1, Ring 2, in Rings. If you don't know Ring, it's based on the, I'm trying to think what the original Japanese one was called. Ju-un. That's The Grudge. They all get muddled up in my mind sometimes. I can't remember what you called. I think it was just Ring. You know what? I think I'm overcomplicating it. I think the original one, the Japanese one, was called Ring. There we go. So yes, I've cleaned the bench and it's a bit wet. So if you don't know, it's about Samara. Please say that name, Samara. It begins as another urban legend. You watch the tape 7 days and then you die. And I haven't seen number 2. I have seen Rings. So I've seen The Ring and I've seen Rings. Haven't seen number 2 though. Have heard it's weak and it's not as good. But come on, get you out. Let's get you out. So yeah, I have seen Rings. I watched it on Netflix. It's okay, you know. It's pretty okay. It's a twist on the original, you know. It's soaking wet, man. It's a twist on the original one, because it is a remake, and I like the social media aspect, because back then it was, you know, VHS, and people did go to stores like that where they could just pick a video up and play it. And nowadays you've got social media, YouTube, sharing platforms and everything like that. And the one thing I didn't get is the rebirth sort of narrative it was going for near the end, where as if she's not able to do magic, whatever you call it, paranormal magic. Yes, you want to hire Samara as your child magician, don't you? You set up a well in the middle of the floor and just... Today's not a good day, mentally, man. Just got the fundraiser on my mind. So I'm trying to say things and it's muddled up inside there. It's all muddled up. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope to release a video soon. I'm not going to say anything, because the last time I've said I'm going to release one next week, something bad's happened. Like, literally every single time. So I'm not going to say anything. Hope you have a nice day, and you check the Kickstarter out. Like I said, link is below. Have a nice day.